Alright, I know I'm gonna hate myself probably recording and editing this later. But what's up, guys? Grims here. I just wanted to turn around and make a video because I haven't made one of these like update videos, I guess you could say, in a while. And a few of you guys have messaged me kind of like a little concerned on like what is even going on with me right now. I've kind of been all over the place. Some days I seem happy, sometimes I seem upset, other days I'm touchy. So, just kind of wanted to give everybody an update and kind of return to form, kind of get a better idea of what everything going on with me is going on, and just kind of really set a anchor in the ground to really say, what I'm going to be planning over the next couple months, what's going to be going on in the next couple months, and to give you guys a better outlook on kind of how wishy-washy things have been with me lately. And I will say, the first and foremost, I do apologize. And I guess that jumps into the first point that I have is the things I've learned over the last couple months of doing content creation. I mean, hell, not even the last couple months, even the last couple years. Is, for lack of better terms, I've put myself in. Honestly, I held myself to too high of a standard. I pushed myself and those around me a lot harder than I needed to, which has led to a lot of things that people can speculate on and whatnot. I just prefer you not to bring it up. But it has caused discrepancies within my social life. It's caused discrepancies within, as many of you guys, my love life. So, that had a weight on me for a while when it came to trying to keep up with streaming, with content creation, with, every wish-washy kind of stream that would show up didn't and still really doesn't feel authentic to me. It doesn't feel authentic to me, and it seems like the most that I have tried, and I keep pushing it to try to feel like it was, is getting me nowhere. And then I'm just kind of like, I guess a lot of people will say we're just lost in the sauce, pretty much. That's what happened. I got swept up in just trying to work so hard to try to get somewhere that just kept feeling like it was out of reach, to where I risked my health. A lot of you guys know I have pretty bad stomach problems. A lot of times I was risking my health for meetings with collabs, meetings for videos, meetings for streams, when I should have been resting. I mean, even yesterday, not even yesterday, a couple weeks ago now, I had really bad heart palpitations. Don't know where they came from, but really bad heart palpitations. And I turned around and I streamed War Thunder. And I think that, I can't even say a week ago, it was like 2 days ago. That has really been the deciding and wake up factor to me of like, hey, like, you gotta be able to step away from this. And I will say, like, I love making content for you guys. I love streaming for you guys. There's so many little funny video ideas I have, and so much things I have planned. And I know I've said that countless times. I've said that so often. You guys are probably rolling your eyes like, oh great, she's got ideas again. And it's more so I have ideas and I go to execute them, and then I realize I don't have the skill set to execute them the way that I want to execute them. Now, a lot of you guys are going to go, well, we'll take what you're going to give. We don't care. We enjoy your content, which is fine. It's just I hold myself to a higher standard. And I think, and going back to kind of all of this is what's kind of been causing me to feel like I am in a muck and I can't get out, is because I'm sitting here and I hold myself to such a high standard that is basically impossible. And I need to return to form. I need to go back to what made me enjoy streaming, what made me enjoy being around and doing things, and stop trying to push myself so hard to try and be better than what I'm capable of doing. And I know a lot of you guys, like, again, have messaged me worried about me, because you guys can see it on stream. Like, a lot of times I'll be raspy, I'll be tired, because I'm pushing myself too hard to stream, to do things, to, you know, accomplish all this stuff that's just like, I just need to slow down. And over the next couple minutes and the rest of this video, I'll probably outline a better plan of action for me to kind of slow down, but not slow down. I know that sounds very counterintuitive, but I'm gonna just dive right in, just because a lot of this is just while it's fresh in my head. I didn't bother writing a script for this video. I didn't bother writing talking points like I normally do with like bone to pick and stuff. This is just an update video while it's still fresh in my head. So the first thing I can think of while I'm like thinking over everything is I need a better system of keeping track of things. And that's gonna come in two phases. As many of you guys have probably seen, I've started to implementing bots again on the Discord. That is twofold. That is for me to remember that I even streamed that day, because I've noticed I've forgotten if I've streamed a day or not. It serves as an archive for me to show, you know, yeah, I was live on this day, you know, and I can go back, because when you stream every single day for like 8 hours, 9 hours a day, and especially cataloging all that stuff, it's can get a little hectic on the storage and management side of things, of like being able to push that and archive it to YouTube, and, you know, make sure that that's got a whole description and everything to go with it, and all that song and dance. So what I'm gonna do moving forward to both make this easier on myself and just more logistically solid in the long run, is I got to figure out many of you guys know I multi-stream. I use the RTMP plugin for OBS, and I multi-stream. So what I'm gonna start doing is I have it set to go to YouTube, but it's recording. It's streaming, but it's an unlisted stream. So that way, that is going directly to YouTube. I don't have to do anything. There's no re-uploading and waiting all for that. No, it's going to directly be sitting there for me, so I can just slap a description on it, a title on it, a thumbnail, and then be done. It takes about a good like 60% of the work completely off the table. And I'm already, you can hear it in my voice, I'm already excited, because I just looked at my most recent 2, and they're already there. They're just sitting there waiting for me to just fill out, finish up, and boom, they're there. And not to mention, it will be easier for you guys when you go to the YouTube channel and are like, well, where's Grimm's streams? You just go to the live tab. They're just going to be in the live tab. And that's the nice thing, is they're not going to muck up all the normal videos. They're not going to muck up all the normal videos and the normal, like, you know, flow of things. Because I'm pretty sure you guys have noticed it's kind of hard for me to push out like a 10-15 minute funny video, and then you guys are slammed with like an 8-hour stream on the feed next to it. It's very confusing and conflicting. I wish there was a way for me to take raw files I have and just push them to the live section, like, hey, this was a live stream, can I just push it over here, YouTube? Unfortunately, that doesn't exist, and it sucks. So that's why those have been mainly put in playlists, so they hopefully kind of not muddy up things as much. And hopefully moving forward, the more I push out, the better system I get in place will be easier. That being said, I will be working hard as well to try to make my editing life a little simpler, because videos like Rocket League Out of Context and all of that stuff was all done by me. So I have a few different softwares I'll be trying out over the next couple of days to try and grab clips and snippets and just make it easier for me to put videos like that together. That way I'm not sitting here spending 6-7 hours a day going through a 4-hour VOD to get, you know, a couple moments here and there for a video to mash together with a couple other ones. Like I'm gonna start utilizing that, plus the replay buffer on OBS's side I'll be starting using heavily again. So God, my VTuber's not happy today. So I'm sorry if this like makes any kind of like weird faces during this whole video. It throws all of it off completely. That is something else that I'm also kind of troubleshooting. A lot of you guys will kind of see me kind of jumping between a just static picture and then the actual VTuber you see on screen right now. And that's twofold, just so that I don't have to feel like I have to have this on all the time. Plus, it's a lot less work on my hardware, really. I don't know. I'm not sold on it fully yet. I'm not. Because at the end of the day, I want to make you guys laugh. I want to make you guys giggle and have fun and listen to the banter and dumb things that go on. The VTuber, it felt like for the long time, was something I focused on too much. Does my VTuber look great? Does it look good? Does this, what is my tracking doing? And it just detracted from everything that I possibly could have started bringing to the table. So over the next couple weeks into probably next month, I'll probably start potentially building a second machine. And now you guys again probably rolling your eyes like, oh my god, here she goes again, building another computer. Because I want VTubing to be self-contained. I want it to be something that is just drag and drop, and it will make recording things easier. It will make, because it would be nice to be able to have a secondary system I can just have run VTubing stuff and not have to worry about it. Like, yes, it will still be feeding into the machine that I am currently recording this on, but it makes that headroom so much less cramped. Because there are times I've noticed that even if I'm pushing my VTuber, it doesn't like that. It will start getting a little overwhelmed. It will start causing stutters in gameplay, even as a secondary system to my gaming PC. And the nice thing about VTubing is it doesn't have to be a monstrous system. It can be a small form factor computer that literally probably just sit on top of the other system and just kind of exist as basically a little VTuber box of just, that's what its job is. It just runs VTubing software. And I'm hoping with that upgrade, I can bring back VTuber Plus. Because the thing is, and I know a lot of you guys are going to turn around and be like, oh, well, why don't you just run it off from the center system? You guys, you're always bragging about how much power it has. This power is finite. A lot of the things that I've been doing lately and the things I've been pushing are definitely starting to wear on the components. And now a lot of you guys are like, well, oh, it doesn't seem like you're really pushing it that hard. If you look at any of the VODs I've been pushing, those are upscaled VODs. They're not 1080p VODs. They're 2K VODs. So that's 8 hours of stream upscaled to 2K format, like resolution. So like she's been doing a lot of work. Not to mention the 1080 that's inside has been something I've streamed on and gamed on for the first like 2 years of my career. And it's starting to show its age. It's starting to show that like, hey, it can't do much anymore. It's trying. I've noticed like there's certain artifacting happening sometimes when I am streaming or I am recording something. It starts being unhappy depending on what I'm doing. Obviously for a fucking video like this, I know, random swear word, huh? I know for an update video like this it's not very taxing on it, which is nice. And I want to start being able to bring certain aspects into my streams, into my recordings, and I don't know if the hardware that's in this current PC can handle that right now. Is my biggest concern, and I don't want to push it too hard to where the whole system fails, because if the whole system fails, then I'm out of an editing rig, pretty much. Like, this is where I organize and I spearhead everything that I ever do. So like, this computer is crucial to me, and the fact that it's starting to show signs of just giving out because of how hard I'm hitting it with certain content and videos and just all sorts of stuff, even just loading certain recordings take a minute because the drives have been just slammed with incoming stuff from TikToks, because all the TikToks have to be, at least the VR ones, have to be recorded on Celine, which is my game PC, and then transferred over. So all these drives are having tons of read and writes on them because the file logs are transferring back and forth, and it's starting to show. Programs are opening slower. It just seems like the machine's finally like running out of juice. So the thing is, I'm left with a choice. I can swap the motherboard in this system with the one that's meant for my sim racing stuff, and then this one over to the Sims PC stuff and knock it down to one card versus the two SLI 1080s I have currently, which I'm skeptical about doing, just because I know that one card is not going to be enough power for me to work in my video editor the way I want to. So like, I don't know. I'm at a crossroads with a lot of things. I don't know really what I should be doing in the meantime for that. So like I said, a lot of the streams are going to be a little wonky. Like, the format might be different, my overlay might be different, because I'm just going to be trying things until I really find my sweet spot again. Because I've noticed I haven't really found my sweet spot. A lot of my streams years ago were just set and forget. And I think I just need to try to figure out what I want to do with my stream stuff moving forward. Outside of just he's in making a video or a stream, I need to figure out other aspects and ways that I can better entertain you guys. I'm sorry. I am recording this at 6 in the morning, and the video will probably go out later tonight when I wake up. But I need to find other ways to entertain you guys. Find other ways that you guys can become interactive and everything else. So don't be surprised if my stream just doesn't look right for a couple days or a couple streams. It's like, wow, these are different, or you have different inputs and different like things on the channel points. It's gonna be weird for a bit because I need to figure something out. That being said, in about 2 months, I will be having the house to myself. Hopefully, to where a lot of things will change. You will be seeing me stream a lot more often, and this brings me to my, I guess you could say the big fucking the feast part of the video, I guess, is in January. I have a lot of plans that will be kicking into effect, to where it's gonna be nothing but hitting the ground and running. I'll be bringing Bone to Pick back, really spearheading my podcast, getting that up and going. and trying to get that kind of just really finite, like finalized out, and what I want from that. I may get into talks with Arctic to see if he wants to make appearances on that. I know a lot of you guys really enjoyed when we did early morning antics, but due to Arctic scoliosis, I can't force him to constantly be in VR because it hurts too much. So I might get in talks with him to potentially just sit down, just hang out and talk and just chat about things and dumb things and whatnot, like we did. But even if I don't, Bone to Pick will still be coming back. I'm gonna try. The loose schedule for that is gonna be an episode every 2 weeks, is when that will come out. I have a ton of games saved that I want to try to do out of context series for and whatnot, and get a couple friends together to try to potentially make some stuff in there. I have some big green screen projects I need to try and get some of that stuff figured out, because I'll have the living room open to me to have the walking space to do that, and to really potentially make videos within a VR space as well as VR games, which would be really nice. Another thing is a lot of sim content is going to be coming, just because I will hopefully finally have a room that I can just dedicate to just sim stuff. I can just hopefully just set up my sim PC, set up a little side little desk or something, I guess, as just a little recording machine that will just sit there and allow me to record and stream from, and whatnot. Because the problem is, I would have to figure out how to get all the VTubing stuff and everything, all of that to function with all of everything, and I don't know how I want to do that yet. I really don't know how I want to potentially try to mesh all that together. I know there's a few ideas I have floating around of getting that to kind of mesh, but I mean, some of it also may not mesh. I don't know. But that being said, there'll be a ton of stuff coming down the pipeline in the next month and a half. I'll be getting things set up with my PS4, start covering console content. There is, like I said, going to be an influx in VR, because I have a bunch of VR stuff I want to knock out and get videos made on, which I think would be kind of funny. A couple Xbox games I just picked up. I'm going to be super excited to play for you guys. As well as just knocking out stuff. And the short schedule of everything. I know I'm almost a half an hour now, and I'm probably kind of clean this up, maybe a little bit. I don't know. Or I may just leave it raw like it is, because I like just having these just yapping and talking to you videos. But the short schedule of all of this is going to be the same as I normally was. Monday to Friday, 10 p.m. Eastern to probably 1 a.m. is when I'll shoot for streams. Friday, it may be a little earlier, just because I may potentially have meetups and stuff that go on at night in VR. So streams are going to be a little earlier on Fridays. But we're going to return back to the schedule that we did for months, which was 10 p.m. start into rolling off into the morning. So that's the loose thing, of at least for streaming. And you can expect the stream VODs at least will be pushed out either the next day, if I can, or What I'll do, at least again, take all the scheduling that I'm yapping about now as a grain of salt. It's not something I'm going to be implementing immediately. Or I may just save all of the VODs and then just release them all on Sundays. Like, I know a lot of you guys are like, well, what if I miss a stream and I want to watch it like when I get home from work? I don't want to have to wait till, you know, a day that you can, you know, release it. Like I said, it will be prioritized as that night if I can, or at least the next day. If I can't get to it to the next day, then I will try to shoot for like maybe like Sundays or like Thursdays to really turn around and and make sure all my VODs and everything are ready to go. That way you guys have a catalog to pick from. Another thing pertaining to the YouTube channel, a lot of the playlists and stuff are going to be changed around a bit. And I'm going to start categorizing content, whether that be out of context content or, you know, funny videos or something or whatever. I'll start throwing playlists together of what game they pertain to. I'm going to start sorting those all by game. That way, if you guys want to come over and watch like Armored Warfare content, there's a whole playlist of like my streams about it or my videos about it, or, you know, anything regarding that game that I've ever made. It's just in a playlist for you guys. I know I've been doing it softly for a while, but over the next couple weeks, I'll be probably really hardcore going into it, making sure all my playlists look good, all my playlists have a description, and kind of really break down what I do in terms of content in pertaining to a specific game. Whether there's a live stream on it or a funny video on it, it's all going to be in the same list for you guys, which will help both myself stay organized and you guys to better kind of just get a feel for, you know, funny things that I may do in the game, or just videos to just tune into and just chill with pertaining to your favorite game that I've done. And that's my aim when it comes to me organizing all these playlists the way that they are. All right. And then that's the third thing that I can think of is, a lot of you guys have noticed my merch store exploded. Because Streamlabs, in its infinite wisdom, decided to change vendors, at least, or whatever, about how they do merch, or I forgot who. Yeah, I think it was Streamlabs or Streamlabels, or one of the S's that we were going through for merch, decided to change vendors. So I will be working on designs for that. I know a lot of you guys have spoken up about certain designs you want to come to fruition and as a design for a certain piece of merch, and I'll be doing my best to try to get that made. However, the problem is that is time consuming. Merge stuff is very time consuming, and I like this new system that this new place has, because they have numbered drops that you can release, so I can start really sitting down and making specific, really in-depth and really interesting pieces for you guys that really honestly are gonna be like, they're gonna look good. I have some of those already kind of planned out and in my head about how I want potentially them to look, and they're gonna look amazing. I can't wait to get those released and everything. And below this video, I will link to that store if you want to look at what I've made. A lot of the stuff's there is just copy pasted from the actual the original merch store before, and I just brought it over, made something quick, and just as a placeholder. So take everything you see there with a grain of salt, because it was something there at least to give myself a better idea of how the system works over there, and I absolutely love how it works. So there will be plans for that over the next coming weeks and months. I can't say for certain when another piece will come out. I may make a video about merch in its entirety sometime. If you guys are curious or interested in it, drop me a comment below if like, oh, I want merch updates or something. Or I may just keep that to where it's pushed to the frick, the Discord. God, like I said, I'm recording this at 6 in the morning. I haven't slept. I just wanted to get all this knocked out and out of the way first, so you guys can get an update on things and whatnot. But that will conclude the, I guess you could say personal, or not personal, professional side, or like a roadmap of what Grim has planned in the oven, I guess, of like what's to come when it comes to content. And I'll make another video probably further in depth on specifics as they roll out. So, and kind of a better overall like video about it. I don't know. But now that we've gotten the professional side of things, I guess, or the funny things out of the way, onto, I guess, the personal side of things. Kind of like I touched in the beginning, is with this new plan, I'm hoping that it helps me stay organized to where I can provide better entertainment to you guys, better videos to you guys. And I've also noticed it starts bringing back my energy. A lot of you guys have noticed, my social life's been up and down and a swirl of like freaking controversy and rumors and all sorts of other stuff, and I made a video addressing that and not going back into it. And I am hopefully going to bear the hatchet with a lot of that and just start a clean slate when it comes to all of this. To where I can hopefully get back on track, doing what I love, doing what I enjoy, and just have fun again. Because I know I look happy on streams. These last couple months have not been happy for a multitude of different reasons. So I'm just hoping that with this new set schedule in place, with these new milestones to look forward to, these new plans to look forward to, diversity of content coming in, it hopefully will keep me busy enough that I won't be stressed out too much. It'll be a light enough load that I can still relax and have fun every week. But I can still get things done and knock stuff out. So I'm hoping that this gives a kind of an update on me and kind of where my head's been at. Because I know a lot of you guys have been concerned. A lot of people have messaged me, and I get a bunch of telling them messages sometimes lately of like, are you okay? It's like with a straight face, I want to say, yeah. I am in therapy for, a few things, and I am working through some stuff, which has been helping. And I couldn't do half of this without the support of you guys. So I know, as cheesy as it sounds, I still want to say thank you to all of you guys. No matter which platform you guys are coming from. You guys have made the last, 5-6 years that I've been doing this steadily an absolute blast. I have gone to things that I thought I could never go to. And hopefully I am trying to get back into that rhythm of things again. As well as potentially going to go to conventions. I want to be able to make it out to conventions to meet some of you guys that want to meet me, or to hang out, just get out of my house. I have been in my house literally since COVID started. I hardly go out. I mean, I hardly go out without COVID, but COVID also made it very difficult for me to go out. So I'm hoping to shoot for in the spring to potentially start doing streams, if not live streams, of me just taking walks, just walking around, just to see how that goes for a bit, and just really focus on getting out. So, but that's all. I just wanted to give you guys a short update on my health, my mental health, the plan moving forward, my content. And yeah, so I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.